Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Throwing on first down. Gary got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gary. He finds his man complete. It's Potter. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. They find some open field here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved to a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Gary. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gary. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Gary flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Lewis between the tackles. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Here's Thomas. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Thomas And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Childers, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Vikings in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Gary. And he's got Booker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. A sizable 16-yard jump there. The drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gary. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's Booker on the catch. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Logan.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Looking to throw. Gary. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Thomas firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Childers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Off-play action. Thomas. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Childers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Thomas. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Gary. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gary. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Childers. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Thomas.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's brought down inside. The 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Allen's got it over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw is Thomas. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis.
Oh, he's going to be brought down short of the first, and they are out of timeouts.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. 24-17, your final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Thomas.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Thomas to throw on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Thomas caught by Allen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From just shy of midfield, Thomas. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away to his left.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Gary. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Gary. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thomas, he finds his man, complete. It's Strickland. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Childers.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39, Thomas.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now a handoff up the middle. Childers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have yet again retaken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, a 6-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gary. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Off play action. Gary. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Thomas. He finds his man. Complete. It's Strickland. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, Gary. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Vikings are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Back to throw. Gary. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after here coming up. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Thomas. It's Williams on the catch. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Thomas on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
After the sack on first down, Thomas.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Throwing to start the drive. Gary. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Operating from the gun. Gary, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He finds his man, complete. That's Potter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
On the move past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
Here's Thomas throwing on first down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Thomas now from the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gary. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Gary. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Slot man moves right. On first down, Gary. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Operating from the gun, Gary. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Gary. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Looking to throw. Thomas. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board.